everyone! Today I'll be showing you how to do an easy everyday makeup look. So before you even start, make sure your face is clean and moisturized. This will help your skin and help you when you put on foundation. So first, start out with a primer. Here I'm using the E.L.F. Acne Controlling Primer. A primer helps keep your foundation on and it makes a nice, smooth surface on your skin. Next, I'll go ahead and prime my eyes with the Sephora Beauty Amplifier Eye Primer. A good alternative for this is the E.L.F. Eye Primer. It works just as good as this one. Now we go on to foundation. You can use whichever foundation works for you. Today I'll go for something lighter and use a BB cream. Here I'm using the Maybelline Pure BB Cream Skin Clearing Perfector. I find it very light on my skin and hydrating too. You're free to use whatever you like. I apply it with a beauty blender. But you are more than welcome to use your fingers. I use a combination of both. A great alternative for the beauty blender is the Real Technique sponge. It works just as great, and it's great if you're on a budget. If you really need to, you can hide imperfections with concealer. Make sure to blend. After applying a BB cream or foundation, we move on to concealer. To apply concealer under the eyes, you tilt your head and then locate your under eye circles. Once you do, apply the concealer with your fingers and blend it with a rolling motion or with a makeup sponge or brush. Here, I'm using the Covergirl Outlast concealer, and to set it, I'll be using the Maybelline FaceStudio Master Fix Setting Powder plus Perfecting Loose Powder. A loose powder can help reduce creasing and fading on your concealer. Next, we move on to brows. Since this is a natural look, you want to avoid sharp lines. So, follow your natural brow line. Here, I'm using the Maybelline Brow Drama Pro Palette. It is a powder-based brow makeup. A reason why we want to prevent sharp lines is that naturally, most lines are well-rounded. So, since it's a natural look, we want it to look rounded instead of sharp. If you'd like, you can subtly highlight your brow bone. Highlighting your brow bone will help it look very natural and clean. After that, brush away the powder that you were using to set in your concealer. And as you can see here, it almost made me sneeze. Now this step is definitely optional, but I am going to be using some eyeshadow. You are more than welcome to skip this if eyeshadow is not for you. I just like to add a little more dimension to my eyes. And since I had already added eyeshadow primer on my eyes, I will go ahead and add a nude eyeshadow to avoid creasing. I'm sorry if my mirror is in the way, I just didn't notice that was going to happen. I then added a light brown eyeshadow and blended it in. Also here, I'm using the CoverGirl Eye Enhancers for Kit shadow. I also blended a little bit of the eyeshadow into the crease to make it a little darker. Also, since this is a natural look, you don't have to add so much eyeshadow on your eyelids, or you can just choose not to put on any at all. After eyeshadow comes eyeliner. This again is optional, and you can skip it if you want, but I like to line them a little bit just to make my eyes pop a bit. I used the Maybelline Unstoppable eyeliner in the color Espresso, and I kept it as close to the lash line as possible. We want this to look natural. Next is eyelashes. First you curl them before you put on any mascara. Of course, you don't have to curl them, but I prefer to curl them just to make my eyes look a bit better. At that moment, my brother started talking to me. Alright, so after you curl your eyelashes, you put mascara on them, obviously. So a good way to apply mascara is instead of going straight up, you go in a zigzag pattern. Now, I don't know if you can see, but that's what I tried to do. And if you're not a complete pro at mascara, as you can see here, I'm doing my lower lashes. So you can do your lower lashes first to avoid mascara getting onto your eyelids. If you ever get mascara in a place that you don't want it, you can use a Q-tip and either water or eye makeup remover, and then use that to take off the mascara. And then you may curl them again if you'd like. So now we apply blush. A great way to apply blush is by smiling and finding your cheekbones, and to then sweep it in a C-like motion. This way you get a glow and a contour as well. Here I'm using the Sephora blush in the color Red Guava. A great alternative is the Covergirl Classic Color Blush. It works just as well as this one, and it has a bit of a highlight. So now we are almost finished. As you can see here, I decided to start putting on some setting powder. Here I'm using the Rimmel London Stay Matte Pressed Powder in the color Transparent. And if you want, you can also apply a setting spray. However, this is completely optional. The last step is the lips. I'll be using lipstick. This is all up to you if you want to use lipstick, lip liner, liquid lipstick, or lip gloss. And now we're finished. Enjoy your wonderful glowing makeup.